Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Link to the Past Randomizer League channel. This is the Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 4, Week 3. This is our open tournament bracket here. We have members from two teams here, missing two bows, and the name I'm going to butcher, Gunget Fran Dudskaliskogen. I tried. You got to give me credit for trying. My name is Phantom Ryu. I am here with Kono Tyron. Kono, how is everything going today, and what can our viewers expect to see from this race today as we begin?
Oh, I am doing well, and I am sure we're going to have an amazing race here. We have missing two bows with 9 points so far, and Gangut, I'm not going to try. I'm sorry. They are at 3, so they've won one of their matches, where missing two bows has won 3 of them, but we get an early map check from Missing Two Bows. I saw a red crystal over on Eastern Palace, and I think it was a pendant on Desert.
I was a pendant on Desert
No.
and a regular crystal on Tower of Hera.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, to say the least. Uncle just giving a piece of heart, and that was at 50 roops there at the at Uncle Chest, so nothing huge yet.
No. We are on casual boots this week, so nice, fast, speedy entry. We already have a sword. We don't have to really worry too much about not being able to do a lot of stuff. Makes for hopefully faster seeds, or usually faster seeds. Not always. We've had some that have been pretty mean this week, but here's hoping that the runners have a very nice and easy to beat seed without too much problems.
Yeah, well, of course, the easy to beat seeds are not the ones that the audience wants to see. The audience wants to see torture and pain.
They want to see the Aga All Dungeon seeds, like
right.
This is actually week 2, not week 3. Oops. How did that happen? No. But this is, standard mode. So we have our standard opening. We are beating, rescuing Zelda from the cell. Both runners will be forced to do this first.
And so we have Palmenkott using the frog sprite. Looks like a Chrono Trigger reference. And of course, missing two bows over here, Houston Baba, is using the sprite near and dear to my heart, the Ryu sprite. Plagued One and I collaborated on that sprite. Plagued One did all the work. I picked the colors and some of the animations, but Plagued One did all the work on that. So shout outs to Plagued One for that sprite as well.
Give us a little bit of time. We are trying to get these runners synced up. It looks like we've got them all synced up now, so hopefully no more pauses. Looks like Baba is going for the sword strats, while Palmenkott is using a combination of the pot and the... Ooh,
yeah, exactly. That was close.
Combination of the pot and the sword. The pot is very safer strat. It's just throw 2 pots at him, you're good. Sword sights, I don't know how many. 8?
8.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8. And the thing that stinks about that is it's 8 sword swipes, whether you have fighter or master sword.
Yeah. And Houston Bubba here, taking the slower path. When you start with boots, it's actually faster to go down because you can then go straight down and over. Small speed up trick there if you're starting with boots. Let's see if Palmenkott here does it. And they do. You can see faster when you have boots to go this direction. Not by much, only a second or 2, but
that's all that matters when you're talking about speed running.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have seen plenty of races decided by mere seconds, so little optimizations like that, enough of them over the course of the run, could add up to victory.
That it definitely could.
So both of our runners here running through the castle. Baba here about to head into the back of Escape here. We got one item in the Dark Cross. and we'll have another 3 in the back of the scape. The nice thing about casual boots is you don't need to farm for bombs here in Hyrule Castle, because you don't need a bomb to destroy that wall to get to those three treasure chests. You can just bonk into them, which is helpful. But of course, both of our runners did find bombs. We have half magic in Dark
That's
Cross.
nice. That's always fun to see early. I like my safeties personally. That's great.
Shoutouts to
Yeah,
Brutask in the chat saying not half bad.
Oh, God, I hate them. I hate them so much.
All right,
See,
so
now you mentioned the bonking the back wall, and that is something I totally forgot, and realizing I did that wrong on my last match.
oh, yeah, we all make those mistakes, but here in the back of Escape, we've got the burrito, we got 50 roops, and we have the magic powder. So the drug deal has gone down. We've got the powder. Another safety. Always a nice item to have anywhere you have that has anti-fairies. You can turn them into a real fairy and get yourself some life back. So powder, one of the best safeties in the game, and it uses almost no magic.
That it doesn't.
And in the back of Sanctuary, we have 10 sticks. Not what anybody wanted to see.
Look at the bright side, though. We do have our 3 bombs that we need for CAC, so the runners will be happy to see that. Not forgetting bonk rocks here, starting with boots, we can get this check right off the bat, one that you normally don't see.
Right, it's very easy to forget, even in a casual boot seed, because you're just not used to having boots this early. So, just a piece of heart there. Is this even randomized?
Looks like Baba is going to go check Aga. We will see if Palmenkott does. I know that some runners... Ooh, and a bomb tier 1 tree pole.
Yeah,
very
nice.
3, one of the tiers. And the bush crab is just arrows. That's not going to be used again.
No.
And let's see. Aga is just a Pizza Heart. So.
Seriously, did anybody randomize this? Another piece of heart. All right, moving into the Lost Woods here, we have one item at the mushroom spot, one item down below. We have the booger. Was that a booger? Was that a single rupee?
Yeah, that was. It was. No one likes to see that.
Yeah, that's the booger, the green rupee, and more arrows. All right, well, we got a full quiver now.
A full quiver, but no bow.
Yep. I'm gonna stab people with those arrows. Link's gonna get real up close and personal and just start stabbing people with them. All right, now it's time for Kakariko Village. So many items here, so much possibility. Domain saying that sure you can pick up pose gets me every time. You're welcome. All right, we have blind set here. We got 5 items in here. What are we going to find today?
Other half of that drug deal.
Oh, the glove. Ooh. There we go. I love the power glove.
That is good. That is part of our Dark World access right there. Hopefully we will not be seeing Aga today. Aga 1 at least. Farming up a little bit of money back here.
Yeah. And another piece of heart, so...
Need to make sure that we do have that 100, which both runners do have, but, you know, throughout the course of the seed, we will need another 610 at the very least to finish all the rest of the stuff. Well, possibly. We don't know about Pod yet.
All right, we're now in the back of the well. We got 50 roops there.
More money.
Oh.
Ooh.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? There's a bottle. And a master sword. Yeah. Oh boy.
That's 2 bottles already. What was it? The first one had... Did the first one have anything in it? I think it was an empty bottle.
It was an empty bottle. And the junior scam artist, the bottle merchant, with a slight scam there with the small shield.
Does that even do anything? I don't think it does. People say it does. I don't know if I believe them.
All right, Chicken Hut. You have to open the treasure chest there, Baba. All right, just another piece of heart there from Chicken Hut. See, Palmenkott just a little bit behind right now. Just execution matters in the escape sequence, but there's plenty of rando left to play. And Sig Kid just giving us $20 for our troubles here. Meh.
Well, the back of the bar has a full heart container for us.
That is very nice.
Indeed. Heading down to the library, which again, with the boots, we can get this item right away. It's not going to be a problem. If it's good. Or it could just be a Pizza Heart and we could ignore it.
Yeah, early game, and again, this is just me. Early game, if I had a piece of heart that's right there, early game, I'd grab it. But
I mean, we already have 4 at this point. I can understand. If I had 3 hearts, I might go for it. But I mean, you already have what, 5 at this point? Yeah. I can see skipping it.
Sure. I'm not saying it's a bad decision to skip it, but I unfortunately did not get to see what item was on race game, but clearly Baba skipped it, so we can safely assume it's nothing important.
But heading right down over to Mini Moldorm Cave.
As one does.
Looks like it was bombs. Just purple bombs.
Yeah, just bombs there.
Nothing important there.
And Baba just not taking any chances, because when you try to swing your sword at mini Moldorms, they invariably juke you and end up hitting you. So he's just using the sword spins. Finds our third bottle already. 300 rupees, more bombs.
And a tempered? We are 10 minutes, 11 minutes into the seed, and we already have tempered.
Is this a V17 seed?
Almost have Zora money too. We are only, what is that, 80, 70 rupees away from Zora money.
68.
Look, I rounded, okay?
Yeah. It's all right. I'm a lawyer because I can't do math, so it's okay. That's why I married an accountant. All right, we got one more check over here. It is that elusive. Oh, there's the moon pearl.
Wait,
yeah. No, missing 2 bows. Skipped the dam.
Ah. That's an interesting play.
Right?
He is setting up a water walk. So gonna possibly head over to Zora without money. You don't have the moon pearl, so you can't get into...
But this water walk might be interesting here, because if you notice, the flippers are sitting on desert ledge. So it's possible that that he might find something important here, even without the ability to get into the waterfall.
Oh, he's skipping. Oh, does this let you get into the waterfall? It does, doesn't it?
Oh, that's right.
But as long as he doesn't pick up, there's a few items. Yep. As long as he doesn't do like a hand over head animation, I think that would dunk him. Yeah. And then I guess head back, do the hobo later. This makes sense. Yeah. But still missing, unfortunately, that Zora money. So he's kind of stranding himself. Meanwhile, Palmenkott here doing our good old friend the Houlihan glitch room and getting all of that money. They will have enough money to do Zora once they head up there.
Yeah, as soon as they hit up Mini Moldorm Cave and get that 300 rupees in there, they'll have more than enough.
Which is what looks like where they're heading right now. Yeah. Meanwhile, Host and Baba actually turning in that sequence broken. Yeah, you need that 50 right now. Sequence broken shovel to get that 50 rupees.
Would have been exciting if that was something, some progression, and those are the interesting little things that can happen in any race, is that one runner decides to do this out of sequence. Sometimes that can make a difference in a race, and sometimes like not doing things in sequence can really burn you.
Yeah, if you get something important there, you have to remember that it was there. Otherwise, you may just forget and go somewhere else and not realize that what you're doing is out of logic and the item that you do need is somewhere else.
Indeed. So now Palmenkott here is going to be able to check King Zora and is going to be able to route in all of these checks at the same time. So we'll see what occurs here. We know Baba is not going to find anything in Agonis Cave, so it looks like our answer is going to be either Sahasrah's Closet or Eastern Palace at this point.
Nope. Those are the only place it could be at this point. We'll see if Palmenkott decides to also set up the water walk for Zora River and out of logic checks there. Looks like they are. Oh, a little too close there. Don't want to quite fall in.
It happens.
But Palmenkott here will have the advantage of they will be able to check Hobo as well.
All right, so let's see where Baba is going. Baba's starting at Link's house, so looks like they are definitely heading over to Eastern/Sahasrahla. And this could be key here if there's progression here at Hobo. Baba skipped it, so what do we got here at Hobo?
Oh, just a heart container, which useful, but not route changing or breaking.
No. And Palmenkott having a little bit of trouble setting up the new water walk. There's the hammer and 350 rubies. Sahasrahla holding out the Bank of Sahasrahla today.
And our Dark World access. With that Moon Pearl hammer and glove, we now can open up a lot more of the world.
And I can guarantee you that Thieves
and avoid an Aga 1 play. We will not be seeing Aga 1 today.
Yeah, but I can guarantee that Thieves Town is going to be a pendant.
Oh, it all. We have, two of them hiding somewhere in the Dark World, and hopefully here we'll see. Oh, right away, Houston is actually turning in this powder, this early powder.
Gonna do the fake powder.
Also known as the real powder.
Exactly. Your double negative is turned into a proof positive. I'm afraid you've given yourself away. If anyone knows that reference, I'll be surprised.
I do not, so, you can remain unsurprised. But more sticks.
There we go. Zero's got it. Zero in the chat, knowing the great movie that is Clue the movie. Better than
they made a movie out of Clue?
With Tim Curry, Leslie Ann Warren, Christopher Lloyd, Madeline Kahn. Yeah, amazing movies.
That is a scam fish if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I was about to say, that is why he is known as the purveyor extraordinaire of life lessons, King Zora himself.
Houston Baba not missing out on anything, but they don't know that. So we might see them go back if they are starting to last location things. Or maybe a quick check once we get to the Dark World and they go do Catfish, they might head up there.
So Palmenkott going to do a fake flipper here.
Probably looks like they're... Oh!
Green pendant pod.
Yes!
Yep.
I
Red crystal at Thieves Town and another pendant at everyone's favorite Icky Palace, aka Ice Palace. So a very interesting layout.
Pendant pod. It's so juicy. I love it.
Ooh, juicy. And
meanwhile, Palmenkott turning in that mushroom, which a new check we have not yet seen.
And Baba wasting no time from just going straight to Skull Woods.
Paying well for that mushroom.
Oh.
Almost.
Those Gibdos love to just squeeze in. It's like they're seeking you while you're moving that statue. Oh
no, that's the worst pixel to have that on. It's just triggering it back and forth.
All right, we got a big key. So Baba's going to have to go back this way.
Meanwhile, Palmenkott heading back over to Saha's closet will be getting their hammer.
It'd be interesting to see what choice they make here, because it's awfully tempting to dip into Eastern Palace while you're right here.
Yeah, but you have no bow. There's one of our items from Skullwoods here.
Yep, just some bombs. Let's see if what else may be
And there's
here.
the second one. And
More
we're out.
bombs.
We are
Well,
out.
We'll call it Bomb Woods today. Ted Kaczynski's hometown.
Looks like Palmenkott did just leave, and they are headed. I don't know. Yep, they're headed to the southern area.
Yeah, probably gonna check out old Johnny Two Bombs at Hype Cave. Shoutouts to TJ Maelstrom for that.
Meanwhile, Baba is giving us another look at Village Outcasts. Well, not another, our first look at Village Outcasts.
Absolutely. So let's see what Johnny Two Bombs has for us today. Got a big heart, always nice to have.
Ooh, flute in
flute.
Seed House.
Yeah, and there's the mitts in Hype Cave. This is what I like to see. I like to see runners finding different important items at different areas of the map, because then when it converges later, it's like, wow.
It looks like Palmenkott is actually going to be using this to head up the back way into Village of Outcasts, so they should be getting that flute here as well rather quickly. Right into the bomb. Being able to check out K45 on our way.
And Baba goes, oh, I thought it was going to go right into Thieves Town. And there is our nice rod of the day.
We will not be hunting for that.
No, thank God. Because I know a lot of people in the chat like to see go down to an ice rod hunt, but man,
it looks like Thieves Town is our other 5/6 crystal.
Yes.
That wasn't marked before, now it is.
Got our big key in chest number 1. While Palmenkott goes to see what Stumpy has today. Stumpy has a booger.
Just giving you a penny, you know?
Yeah.
It's life savings right there.
It's a booger. A big greener. We'll see what the dig game has in store while missing 2 bows. Houston Bob over here goes and looks for other items.
One dig. Love it.
Well, if it's going to be... game. Yeah, if it's going to be junk, you'd prefer to have it be 1 dig. As opposed to 30 for a single rupee. There's... My gosh. Are there any more 300 rupee hordes left?
I don't know how many there are.
So interesting. Palmenkott chooses not to pick up Jeremiah right there.
I can understand this maybe on the way out, because if you pick up Jeremiah, you can't go into Thieves Town.
True, but he has the mirror.
And oh, this is true.
Yeah.
Maybe
right. Like if he didn't have the mirror, I
later.
could completely understand it. But you can just run over there, drop the mirror, go do Thieves Town, pick up the chest on the way back if you wanted to.
They've already done. Yeah, I don't know. I can see it either way. Doing it before or after, it doesn't really make that big of a difference, I don't think.
True. No, not much.
They will be heading into Thieves Town.
Interesting. Going into Thieves Town before activating the flute. 6 1 half dozen the other, really.
It doesn't really change routing all that much.
Yeah,
you're going to be doing it. Hopefully, you're going to be doing it when you leave Thieves Town and not forgetting about it.
Piece of heart there. So not much in Thieves Town so far.
No.
Actually, nothing in Thieves Town so far.
But yeah, I believe in chat. Is that all of our items?
It's at least
I haven't
3.
seen the map.
It's at least 3, if not 4. Only 4 unique items in Thieves Town, and Dude 52089 is usually pretty good. So I
Yeah,
would
because I
trust
haven't
their
seen the map
opinion.
or the compass yet, so or the small key, so we might. Yeah. We won't be needing to go check out the big chest on this one.
Nope. It looks like Baba
Baba's
lost
not
count.
counting.
Yep.
This will be the map with the compass, and then the boss
Yep.
will have the other one.
But so here we are, 25 minutes into the game, let's call it. We have red mail and tempered sword. Like,
This is
and
a
half
friendly
magic.
scene. Yeah, this scene has been so friendly to them. So nice.
Absolutely. So let's see.
Who rolled this seed? Can we make them not roll again?
No, let's make them roll. I want to know who rolled it, so I know who could roll all my seeds from now on.
I believe it was Drosy.
Oh, Baba actually got a spin to come out accidentally, and now the blind fight is off script. They've only got 1 heart left.
No!
Oh! But they got a fairy. They got a fairy.
Oh, nice. Yes. That's right. They did throw the bottle into the fountain earlier and was received a fairy in return.
Yep.
Ooh.
And that saved.
There we go.
That saved that blind fight, because that walk back is painful.
That it is.
All right, so at
okay, the blind isn't that bad. It's probably one of the faster ones, actually.
But you can't start off with the script anymore.
No.
Yeah. You're at 26 minutes. Houston Baba gets our first crystal of the game, our first completed dungeon. But of course, Palmenkott is going to be right behind them.
Oh yeah, we'll see if Palmenkott has been counting their items, and they have been. They don't even open that chest; they know what's in it.
Yep, good work there by Palmenkott. Just knowing that you've got to keep this stuff tracked in your head, because auto trackers cannot track the number of dungeon items, because they reach into prohibited memory areas, and so you have got to track the number of items that you found in the dungeon. So clearly, Palmenkott has been doing that for themselves.
Meanwhile, Houston Baba is going to go over here, receive their bombs on dig 1. And Palmenkott so far has been saying on script.
So far, so good.
That's the first 2 phases on script.
It's going to be close. Not perfect, but it's going to be good enough.
Yep. You only really need to get the first phase and a half on script, and then it makes the fight so much easier.
Absolutely.
Missing 2 bows there, getting their ice rod, or nice rod, however you wish to say it.
That is a nice rod. All right, so we got plenty of things open to us now. We do have the mitts, and many times I hate getting the mitts early, because early mitts means so much stuff is open to you. Right?
Yeah.
So where do you go from here?
Honestly, I would flute and check out Mire Shed. Check out Checkerboard Cave. Those are 3 easy checks. That also gives you knowledge. Knowing that Misery Mire is a needed crystal this time, we'll know what pendant we need, or what medallion we need, to get it.
Yeah, I think you stop off there.
I would probably check that one first.
Yeah, I think you stop off there and then go straight up to Death Mountain.
Yep. That would be, my play.
Yeah, because Tower of Hera is a crystal, so you can complete that dungeon, plus just a ridiculous number of items up the mountain. And as if Palmenkott is reading our minds, or we're reading their mind, one of the two.
Didn't it go to Misery Mire first, though?
As chat is pointing out.
See, Baba. Nope.
Both of them do, but as chat pointed out, those flippers are sitting on Desert Ledge.
That is also true.
But we have no fire source to be able to complete Desert, so I guess I can understand why they wouldn't do it just yet.
We have a mirror as well. I mean, yeah, that'd be one that you pick up when you do desert.
Yeah. Nothing on the old man. Palmenkott getting just beaten up by the dead rocks and the cabbages there.
Those cabbages. Back rock giving us some bombs on the top and inside. Oh, was that a hook shot? That was a hook shot, I think.
Is that a hook shot or was that
I,
my item?
oh,
Let's see. Let's see.
What would your item be? I don't know what your item is.
Oh, well, you'll find out, and you'll find out eventually. But yes, that was in fact the hook shot.
That opens up Swamp Palace.
It does indeed.
There's a lot of items in there. I would not be surprised if after this mountain climb we get to go dip into Ice Palace and finish that one off.
Absolutely. I think that's your next goal after this. But I think while you're up here, you have to go ahead and do Hera.
Yeah.
And well, at least attempt it.
Mountain is on Hera.
Yeah.
This also allows us Hera pot.
It does. It does allow us Hera pot, but there's that one chance that there's an item in the basement of Hera which could be catastrophic later on if you Hera pot. But we shall see.
Yeah, but we also don't have a fire source to get it anyway.
Right.
So
exactly.
At least we'll know if there's something down there.
True. Well, there's one item. There's only 2 in Tower of Hera, and one of them is bombs. So. All right, looking good so far. Palmenkott is going to Hera pot here, setting it up.
Using the bomb method and not the boots.
And so Baba's going the other way. Going to go ahead and hookshot across the bridge and get those 7 items in Paradox Cave, which...
Oh, did he... someone in chat's pointing out that he grabbed the Moldorm heart. He might not be able to do this because if you pick up that item that Moldorm drops while it's in the air, it messes up with your subpixels and you can't do this anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. It is a weird thing with Herapot, and you have to be aware of that Moldorm item you cannot pick up while it's in the air.
Right, and in Paradox Cave we got bombs and a piece of heart. And now the upper level with the mini Moldorms, this could be lucrative.
Money,
50 rupes, 20 rupes.
Some love. Some more love. And a lamp of fire swords. Oh. I missed what was in the big chest.
As did I, because I was looking too much at that lamp. Because that could be key if there is not.
That could be. Hera's money. Okay, so we have both items, so there's nothing in the basement, and that's not going to matter.
Nope. Not going to matter at all. Although that lamp certainly helps a lot in the Dark World dungeons.
I imagine Palmenkott will be heading over there after Hera.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Now, here in Super Bunny Cave, we have bombs and...
Uh-oh.
We'll have to figure it out later. But Palmenkott completes their second dungeon here at 33 minutes. Baba, you can go into Hookshot Cave. I know he's checking here. Okay. All right. We have Ether for Turtle Rock. See what's on the floating island today. It's the bow.
Okay, that's accessible. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh. I'm trying to look at Houston Bubba's tracker on his stream to see if there was anything in there. Nothing's filled out. He's not filling out his tracker.
But finds the butter sword there in Hookshot Cave. You could never really go wrong with butter.
Not as big as an impact as the tempered sword upgrade, but still always welcome to have.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Definitely helps
sword.
on Turtle Rock, and depending on your set layout, it can also help against the Vitreous and those eyeballs.
True, and it makes getting a 1-on-1 so much easier on Ganon.
Oh yeah. Baba here. Let's see if they attempt the Harapot. They don't pick up the item when it's in the air.
Well, here's what else is interesting here is that Houston Baba did not bother to check what was on Floating Island. They were in Hookshot Cave, but they never checked what was on Floating Island. So if they isolate that check, this could be disastrous here.
That would just be them living up to their name. It's
Exactly.
Expected, Oh no! Oh, mistimed the hook shot.
Double hold.
We'll get to see that Harapot again.
So nice. We did it twice. So Palmenkott finding the wrong cane there in Super Bunny Cave. That was the second item in Super Bunny Cave, was the wrong cane. I mean, Cane O'Brien's nice, don't get me wrong, but
it has its uses.
It's just not my item. The cane of Samoria. So both of our runners are treading over areas where the other has already been. So we'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that if you're enjoying what you're seeing today, and how could you not be, we'd like to remind you to follow these runners here on Twitch. They are putting in hard work for your entertainment and doing a fine job, if I do say so myself. And for more action in the Link to the Past Randomizer League, both invitational and open seasons of this year, keep your eyes and web browsers peeled to this channel here, the Link to the Past Randomizer League, as well as ALTTPR League 1, 2, 3, as well as the Speed Gaming family of channels for all the action in this tournament this year. It is an amazing group of people, an amazing group of runners, and an amazing community. So we thank you for your attention, and now back to your regularly scheduled Link to the Past Randomizer race.
It's Houston Baba hopefully being able to see that bow here. Oh, that's a dead rock, but they did see the bow. They managed to do it, so now they know.
And knowing is half the battle.
They won't be missing it today. But putting down. Oh, they're going back to their mirror. Okay.
So this is interesting. So
getting that bow.
Yeah, absolutely. So Palmenkott here is going to go ahead and go through Spiral Cave and see what item is there, which means they are going to be isolating Spike Cave. Unless they decide to go back and do it here. So Spiral Cave, only $20.
I would say Spike Cave is easier to get back to, because all you have to do is climb up the left side of the mountain.
Concur.
So I agree with this, but it looks like they are going back anyway, and they are not leaving it behind.
Interesting choice to route it this way. I guess it's 6 to 1.
If you're already over here, I think it's about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
But if you were coming from Uncle, it's obviously faster just to go up the left side and use the nice handy dandy portal that's right there.
Oh, I did not notice that Palmenkott had left a portal there. It all makes sense now. Let's see if Baba decides to check Spike Cave while they're here.
Look, they're getting that wrong cane. It's some action here.
Sure. It looks like Baba is going straight to Eastern Palace. Piece
Just
of
a
heart in
Pizza Hut
Spider
for-
Cave. Yeah, not much.
We'll see if Palmenkott. Looks like they might be. Are they going to Eastern or are they going to go to the dam? They're going to Misery Mire.
Yes, as you mentioned earlier.
Get those flippers. Get the Mire Shed and Checkerboard Cave. Know what pendant or medallion that we need to get, and then maybe. Oh, looks like Ether.
All right, so one medallion to rule them all today.
Was that what Turtle Rock was as well? I missed that one.
It was.
See if we can get that marked on our trackers.
And Meyer Shed is Bupkis today. We still got that Checkerboard Cave, and it looks like we're gonna miss. Yep, I have no idea what item was sitting there in the Eastern Palace compass chest. Or was that the map chest? I don't even remember.
That's the map chest. I think compass chest is the one above Stalfos. I could be wrong. Those could be switched.
And Checkerboard Cave also is Bupkis, so not a completely wasted trip, but we are going to get our flips here. At
Flippers
least
and the knowledge.
Absolutely. You got to think Palmenkott's going to Swamp.
Yeah. Or, yep. I thought I saw it flash on 5 there for a second, but nope. We get some more divergence here with Houston in Eastern and Palmenkott heading over to Swamp.
We're not entirely sure what Houston has found or not at the moment. We did miss that one chest that they picked up, so we're not certain if they whether they found 1 or 2 items yet. Right, so he's found both the map and the compass, which means whatever item we missed seeing was not a dungeon item. So Palmenkott heading on into the Swamp Palace. Wonder if Palmenkott will do Diver Down with bombs here. We'll find out.
We shall see. With any luck, this will be our red cane right here, right?
Oh,
wrong red item.
It was red. You had the color right, sir.
Nicely done pre-Armos room, and looks like we're going to get an attempted quick strat on the Armos Knights, which looks like it's going rather well.
Yeah, looks good so far. Yeah. There it is. And that's,
and there's
that's
our red
gotta
cane.
be! That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane! Kina Samaria on the Armos Knights. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, now they're heading over here. Looks like they're going to get their flippers and also head into Swamp. They'll have a slightly easier time, but it looks like Palmenkott is actually using Diver Down still. They're going to be doing the bomb strat version of it.
At least I hope so for their sake, because, yeah, see, they just made a little bit of an error there. You got to time this. There we go.
It's actually a pretty generous window. It looks so much, fancy and awesome, but it's quite a big window.
It really is, yeah.
And it makes you feel so good though when you get it done.
Sure.
Oh, that fire bar snake. Oh no, it's not wanting to behave.
No, not in the slightest bit. And the worst part about it is you can't kill it.
get rid of it. Although it looks like they have managed to successfully unload it off screen. So, and first try, nice,
First
nice example
time,
of how the
every
bomber down
time.
works.
Um,
Meanwhile,
Paul,
Baba decided they were going to actually dip into Desert Palace a bit here, which is what Palmenkott just got the flippers and got
yeah,
out.
but did Palmenkott forget to pick up the key? I think they did.
Oh no, because they diver down or bomber down. They did it.
I
Right?
don't know. I
I
don't think
mean,
so.
or did they just go up and go down?
That's what it looked like to me. They just went up and then down. But of course, ultimately here, nothing doing here in either desert or swamp. Now, I understand why Baba would do swamp, or excuse me, would do desert because it's quick. There's only 2 items, but yeah, at this point, shouldn't Palmenkott have 1 key to get the door behind the big
Yeah.
key?
Yeah.
Yeah, they forgot the key.
They got so happy with their diver down, they went up. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no key. Oh.
Oops.
Oh. Oh, Palmenkott. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh, they don't realize where they left the key. No, no.
There's only one place the key could be. There's literally yeah, you had
Yeah.
to have that key to get into that room in the first
Yeah.
place.
Oh.
There's only one place that key could be. Oh.
Oh no. Okay, all right, all right. They got it. They got it. They figured it out. Okay. All right, they've got
Oh.
5 bombs. They got a first try the last time, but the thing that sucks about this is when you're trying it for the second time, good because you know you messed up, the nerves here can get to you. Come on,
Yeah.
Palmenkott. You got this. Oh no. Ah, there
Oh,
we
there we
go.
go. Nice.
Whew. All right. All right. All good. Crisis averted. Both of our runners now in Swamp Palace. Houston Baba a little behind, but Houston Baba has already completed Desert. So, Kono, do you think one of the answers to progression is going to be found in that tantalizing pendant pod?
Oh, I love me some pendant pod progression. I'm a very unpopular position, but I love it so much.
All right, Palmenkott's only down to 3 bombs here, trying to set up the diver down. Looks like they
There we
got it.
go.
Yes, they did. Nicely done. And as Dude in the chat is pointing out, that Baba can use the Cane of Samaria to diver down, which, in my personal opinion, is easier than the bomb.
It is easier, but I think the bomb is optimally faster if you do it first try and set it up correctly. From what I've heard, I don't know how true that is, but either way, they are both very fast, and we like going fast here.
You've got to go fast. All right. If I remember correctly, I think the compass is going to be on Argus here. I don't recall seeing the compass, so and I could be wrong. I'm an old man who's had a few, so
I have not been paying too much attention with the whole missed key thing. I was
that's
too
that's
distracted.
very fair.
Baba
Nice.
not doing left side.
I was
Yeah,
right. It
you're
was the
right.
compass. There we go. All right. So that is dungeon number 3 for Palmenkott here at 49 minutes.
Meanwhile, Baba pretty closely on their heels.
Well,
But they also have an entire Eastern Palace
indeed.
dungeon ahead at this point.
Indeed. So if you're Palmenkott, I think you head to Eastern from here. And that is exactly what they are doing.
Actually, Pod Eastern. This is something that Houston Baba didn't do. But head up on the Pod side and just use the portal to go through. Because at
Right.
this point, you have everything you need to also be Pod.
Exactly. And I think that you at least dip Pod. You may not necessarily go through and complete all of it, but you got to check something in Pod.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's what, six items in there? It's a lot.
5
items, 6 keys.
Right. Exactly. 6 items in Swamp. You were thinking Swamp. There's 6 items in Swamp. And there's as chat points out, in this particular seed, Pod does have 6 because of that tantalizing green pendant.
Yes. So Palmenkott giving us a good look into Pod here.
And I do not disagree with this call at all.
I love me a pendant Pod. Big key right off the bat. Meanwhile, Baba grabbing their, what is that, their 5th crystal? Fourth crystal.
4th, yes.
Look, counting is hard, okay? Ooh, Baba, I'm saying realizing their mistake, but their gamble did not pay off. Getting that compass and getting those items in the back, they have left some items on the left-hand side of Swamp. We know it's nothing, but they don't, and they are going to keep checking it out.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably the smartest thing to do because
with how
you
many
don't want to have
missing.
to come back. Yeah, and I mean, look. Speaking of what is still missing, look, we're missing we got to have the fire rod, and we've got to have the ether medallion. It's possible we need the book. It's possible we need the cape. And I believe that means, well, Ped is still very much alive for those runners or those viewers who want to see a Ped seed. It is very much alive.
Yeah, Ice Palace, Pod, and Desert Palace, all of those are completable dungeons.
Right. And that
fire rod could very much still be on Ped.
Absolutely. So could the ether medallion. So there's lots of rando left to be played, and there's lots of ways that this seed could get really complicated really fast.
Indeed it could.
So far, nothing really doing here in Pod for Palmenkott. Does not seem to be paying off yet. Doesn't mean that it won't, just doesn't seem to be paying off yet. But I've just got this feeling that either the fire rod or ether medallion is sitting here in Pod. If I had to bet, I'd bet on ether more than I would fire rod. But that's just my gut. There's no evidence or anything backing that up.
So far, we've just had a lot of keys.
Well, living up to its name of Mullet Mansion. Thank you, Dr. Bobtastic, because it's business in the front and party in the back. Turtle Room's got a big heart. We are certainly not hurting for safeties in this particular seed.
Oh, absolutely not. Butter Sword, what is that now? What, 14 hearts?
Yep.
Baba taking the long way up to Pod and checking Hobo on the way using this nice fancy little mirror spot there.
Palmenkott realizing he has 3 keys, which means there is an item here. It's just another big heart. Have we found? Have we? I was about to say, have we found all of the All of the heart
Heart
containers.
containers? I don't know.
We
have
got to
to be
be
getting
close. We've got to be close to finding all of them. So it'll be interesting to see here whether Palmenkott decides to go all the way to Helmasaur and get that green pendant or not. I probably would, but that's why I'm not. That may be also be
When you're
why
this
I'm
far
not a
in,
great runner.
it's hard. And the map. There's an item on Helmasaur, isn't there? So there's
I
two
believe
items
so.
locked behind Helmasaur. It looks like he is indeed going in, and he's going to kill himself a Helmasaur King.
Yep. And meanwhile, Baba, realizing that they have both the 5 and the 6 crystal, is going to go ahead and check Pyramid Fairy here.
Only a red rupee on the ledge, and inside the pyramid we get some love and a Bombos.
Yep.
Ooh,
Wrong
that's
medallion.
Ice Palace. That's Ice Palace.
That is Ice Palace. Good point.
Oof.
We don't know if that's required or if that Bombos is just a red herring.
But Baba here, going to be heading up to Catfish. I believe Baba didn't turn in, or didn't have enough money for Zora, so we might also see him pop over and check out what Zora has. I think
Also turning in that mushroom that they never turned in either. We know it's not anything, but
$300. I mean, that's not nothing.
Okay, fair. But it is kind of nothing when you have 1,400 rupees.
This is true, but you know, if you ever are out of money potion, they're just gonna pay for your potion right in front of it. You know, so one on the house, essentially.
All right, the Quake Fish is next up. That'll be the next item we figure out here. Meanwhile, Palmenkott has got 2-item Helmasaur King in this seed.
In the sword to extend the hammer of the hitbox, making quick work. There's another full heart container.
And this seed, so nice. It's so nice, this seed. Heck, I even forgot what was on Zora Ledge up here. It's clearly nothing.
Oh, the Zora Ledge was only a red rupee.
Yeah.
I think Zora itself
Zora's
is also
a red rupee.
Also a red rupee, yep.
Yeah. All right, so nothing doing there on Helmasaur King. Oh, Fire Rod. Whoa, Fire Rod on Helmasaur King. All right. Oh. Wouldn't it be just peachy if that green pendant ends up being the Ether Medallion?
Oh, are we gonna get go mode from a pendant pod? Like 2-item go? Oh. Would that be go mode at this point? Possibly. Yeah.
Well, we will find out after Palmenkott completes Eastern Palace. Ped is not dead because Ether Medallion could still be on pedestal. So, someone in chat saying Ped is dead. It is not. That Ether Medallion, which is required for both Misery Mire and Turtle Rock, could still be on that pedestal.
Indeed. Meanwhile, is Houston Baba dipping into ice with that Bombos? Oof.
It's a gutsy play, but I mean they're following the items that they've received.
Items that you've received are also pointing to pod.
I mean that's a fair point.
But
I certainly would have done pod before Ice Palace.
Yeah.
But if
you have the red cane, Ice Palace isn't actually that bad. I don't hate this either.
No.
In between Pod and Ice Palace, they're basically the same.
And Pod just has more. Pod has more items. There's a red boomerang. Doesn't that make that? Doesn't that validate the choice to go into Ice Palace? I think it does. So Baba not going to hit the switch before doing the.
If you're full clearing this dungeon and committing to full clearing it, then it's actually not neat. Yep, you need to push the chest open button.
Right. Maybe they're just trying to do a chest turn, trying to be swag. Well, there's our silver arrows.
Silvers.
No one will ever turn their nose up at those, but they're certainly not required.
It's nice to find, but if that's all that's in here, it was not worth the dip.
Agreed. Very nicely. I have never seen that before.
You haven't? Oh, yeah,
No.
yeah. You can go in through the side. Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually quite cool looking, but yeah.
Oh, there's the book. That could be interesting. So that's 2 items they found. That's only 2. Interesting choice to bail at that point. Oh, that was all 3,
dude? That's all 3.
Okay. I trust you.
Well, yeah, because we had the boomerang.
Yeah. Soka.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, if that book ends up being required, a required double pendant dungeon. I love it.
Oh man, Palmenkott just got robbed on those red Igors.
Yeah, right. That was close.
No, they just got robbed. That's just plain and simple robbery.
Yeah.
And I'm an attorney. I should know. That was robbery. Met all of the elements of the offense.
Meanwhile, Baba is now heading on over to Pod. After getting all those 3 items, they will hopefully fully clear this and get that fire rod and not leave.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, at this point, though,
ends up coming into play or not.
Yeah, at this point, though, like when you go into Pod, considering everything that Baba has done, you're gonna clear it.
Yep. And Palmenkott looks like they are heading directly over to turn that green pendant.
Let us see.
The appropriate thing to do is not forgetting it. Just $300.
Yeah, that has got to be all the 300 rupee locations. Like, I think we found them all.
Yeah. But we'll see Palmenkott here. It probably looks like they're heading up to Skull Woods with that new shiny fire rod. They will be able to go and finish the back. We already found both items, so we know there's no items here. So our progression isn't here, but we do still need the crystal.
Yeah, and there's no reason not to do it right now because you're going to have to come back here, and there's no way to make this faster.
The only thing is, if you had the book, you could check the head while you were here.
This is true. But
which we might get from Houston Baba once they get the fire rod for the back here.
Exactly, and Palmenkott does not know that book is sitting down there in Ice Palace, so... So Iron Zephyr in the chat says, if book's not required, Ice Palace was a time loss, but not that much of one, I think. I mean, you're talking 2+ minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is that can be hugely significant. It just all depends on where that ether medallion is.
So as for what's next, after Palmenkott is done with Skullwoods here,
gotta be
Smith Chain. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking they're looking into Desert Palace because they did not dip Desert Palace.
No.
They'll probably do that before they head into Ice Palace.
Yep.
because we are running out of places to check.
We really are. Now, we have not seen bumper ledge or graveyard ledge checks from either one of our players. So other than that and Smith Chain,
King's Tomb either, right? Have
King's
we seen
Tomb.
King's
Nope,
Tomb?
we have not seen King's Tomb.
That kind of goes
You're
in
correct.
line with those 2 checks.
We did see bumpers, says our tracker. Well, thank you, Wonder Tale, for keeping us honest. Or
That's
should
actually
be
our restreamer.
or restreamer, excuse me, and that should probably be Wunder Tale. Forgive me, but yeah, thank you for keeping us honest.
Tale or Tale?
I don't know.
Did not ask. Do not know.
Missprechen Sie Deutsch.
Palmenkott. I'm not sure. Were they trying to check? Wait, what are
Palmenkott?
You got both items here.
Was that Palmenkott or was that Baba that already went through?
No. Did Palmenkott not?
I don't think
Palmenkott might not have. I think Baba. Yeah.
I think it was Baba that did that, not them.
Okay, that makes sense. But they also went out and mirrored. I don't know if that was a mistake or if they were like trying to check ped and then realizing, oh, I don't have the book.
Yeah. So this race is really coming down to where is that Ether Medallion. As soon as one of our runners finds Ether Medallion, they are going to be in go mode in the driver's seat. And the difficult thing about the fact that you're looking for a medallion is that medallion can be anywhere except the 2 dungeons that it locks. But the other saving grace, though, is that we are slowly running out of locations where that can be. You think purple chest?
Could be on purple chest. It's known to hold some evil items from time to time. But I mean, the viewer in me wants Ped to be the answer.
Oh, I would love to see Ped. That would be, because the thing I would like about that too is because basically the seed said, look, we're going to give you plenty of safeties. We're going to give you butter sword, silvers, right?
We're making you do all the dungeons.
But we're really going to make you work to find go mode. So that would be interesting.
Palmenkott either not counting their items or didn't check the right chest here, because the right one by the entrance was the one that had the bombs. I don't think they checked the right chest.
Well, luckily they have a key to get them out of here, so they won't have to save and quit. So, and they have another key, which really means they won't have to save and quit.
Yeah. Well, they also have a mirror, so they could have just mirrored out.
That is fair too.
And there's your other bombs.
That's fair. Chat pointing out that Houston's actually really close to completing all dungeons. Yeah, except the fact that they noped out of Ice Palace, which that's.
But they know that if they go back in, they can just go mode it.
Sure.
Because they already have all the items.
Well, Baba.
Not that it changes much in that dungeon anymore with Icebreaker. Yeah. It's
true.
But Palmenkott is giving us a nice Northern Dark World check here.
As I said, we are running out of locations here, so anything at any second here, our runners could check a new location that could be that elusive Ether Medallion.
That it could. I'm not. They didn't grab the Smith. I almost wonder if grabbing the Smith first before doing this. It's hard when you come from the north. Maybe they'll head back down and do the Smith chain after this. That would make sense.
I can't imagine what other checks they have left other than Ice Palace.
Other than Smith chain, these ones, Smith chain, and then Ice Palace.
Yeah, and King's Tomb. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Houston Baba is almost in the same boat.
Yeah, we are really running low on possible
Palmenkott
locations.
also has Desert Palace.
Yes. And Baba went into Desert Palace, found both items, but
Didn't finish it. They don't. Did they have the fire source at that point? I don't know if they did. I
no, they
remember.
did not. Looks like Houston Baba is also going to be checking the graveyard ledge spot that Palmenkott just checked. Palmenkott going to be checking the
Catfish, which is just a heart.
Quakefish.
It was just a full heart container.
Right. I do not believe Palmenkott has checked Pyramid Fairy either. So
No,
that
they
could
haven't.
be their next. That could be their next one.
I imagine that Baba here will head into Skull Woods and check the ped with his book when they do.
Yeah, probably right after this King's Tomb check.
And Palmenkott looks like they are. I don't know where they're heading actually. Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy. Yep.
That's right.
You
Having a
got to
little
think.
trouble starting that dash, the
Yeah.
hammer dash.
You got to think at this point, as we're getting down to so few checks. I think if you're either one of these runners, you probably feel behind right now.
I would imagine so, especially Baba after doing an entire, well, not entire, but the Ice Palace dip and not finding anything.
Right.
So far, Palmenkott hasn't dipped any dungeons that had that. The pendant pod was the first pendant dungeons they dipped. So they haven't actually dipped any dungeons that haven't been required. That to their knowledge. They didn't dip desert and find nothing in desert, which Baba did, and they haven't done Ice Palace, which may have a required book. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I find it interesting that Baba found the book, but has yet to check either of the tablets.
They haven't really been in a position to do so. Because they are both at this point kind of out of the way.
Okay, well, Baba is going to put off our anticipation for just a little bit longer because they're going to go ahead and complete Skull Woods before the ped check. Just going to tease us even more. Palmenkott going into that Ice Palace dip here, but I am going to be really excited for what happens once Baba takes care of the moth here. Because it's got to be a ped check. There's got to be a ped check. Ped check, ped check. Don't let us down, Baba. Don't let your adoring public down. You know the viewers want to see the ped check. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
It is either!
It's a mod seed, yes. Oh.
There we have it, and that
Houston,
really
Baba,
puts
calm
Baba
down,
in the
Baba.
driver's
You need
seat.
to let the duck pick you up.
Yeah.
Now that is a lot of information, but if Palmenkott picks up that book and finishes the dungeon, I still think Palmenkott's in a slightly better position here.
I agree. There's definitely
Because at this point,
it up.
they are in Ice Palace. They are very slightly ahead of Baba at this point. If they continue to finish this dungeon after getting that book.
Yep, that is going to be the key decision. And as a matter of fact, it may be the decision that decides this race. So This is going to be important once Palmenkott finds their third item. If they leave this place, that would almost certainly be the deciding factor in this race. So it's all about this next item that Palmenkott finds and the decision they make after that. You can cut the tension with a knife.
It is. Having a little trouble with that stairway. What are they?
What are you doing, Palmenkott?
They're choosing a different path through?
Okay. I mean, this works, but...
Yeah.
There's nothing that says you can't do it this way, but it does seem like it's a little longer. And this is going to mean that now Baba is definitely ahead. Wait, what?
Palmenkott, what? We're gonna have to ask them about this, as I don't know what this is. What the hope was here. Do we need to call it that?
This is it.
Don't
this
mirror.
is
Don't mirror. He's going on.
He's going on. Okay.
This is good. We still have a race.
Yeah. Wow. This is. I mean, we're separated by seconds right now. Palmenkott, but
You can just push that works too.
just push the block, bruh. Just push the block, man.
Look, they're under a lot of stress right now.
That's fair. I mean, as we said earlier, like both of these racers have to think that they're very far behind.
Oh yeah.
Even though they're neck and neck.
They really are neck and neck. Like they are simultaneous boss battles with the same dungeons completed. The only difference being that Baba knows what's at the end, where the light at the end of the tunnel is, and Palmenkott doesn't.
Yep. That knowledge gap is going to be...
Also, Baba will be able to just go to the back of Desert Palace, while Palmenkott might do the front as well to find it.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to. They don't know. They don't know what either is.
I know I said before Palmenkott has a slight advantage, but I think Baba actually does, because I forgot about Desert Palace.
Yep.
Being not being already done on Baba's side, and Palmenkott will do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now, this appears to be Baba's race to lose.
Yeah. We shall see. Is Palmenkott going to go check pet, or are they just going to do the dungeons? Oh, they're doing pedestal or tablets.
Yep.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
I gotta say, like, I really like this particular seed. Not just because not just because it's a ped seed, but because the way it was revealed to us was incredibly entertaining.
Oh yeah, you don't know it's a ped seed until you've done Ice Palace.
Yep.
To get that book, and yeah.
This has been a very entertaining race to watch and call.
Oh, mirror bonk.
But unfortunately, it seems like the outcome is pretty clear at this point, barring some miracle. And Chad asks, do I still want to have rolled the seed to roll my next seed? Yeah, sure, why not? Man, if you give me frickin' red mail, silvers, and butter sword, I'll play whatever crap you want me to play.
Yeah. It makes you do all of it, but at least it gives you the tools to do all of it quick.
Exactly. All right, so Missing Two Bows now has all three pendants and is all, well, without question, is going to go pull that ped now.
I mean, they don't have the three pendant. They're getting the pendant.
Yeah.
Oh, the pendant. Medallions, pendant. I mix those up all the time. Yep.
It's okay.
Meanwhile,
This the
Palmenkott doing all they can to avoid the pedestal. I don't necessarily blame them, but
sure.
we know where it
I
is, and
don't
that's
know that Bob is going the fastest way to get to the pedestal, but whatever. It doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah, I don't.
For a
Avoid that
second there, I
river.
thought Baba was going to pick up the booger, but
And Palmenkott here heading over to Desert Palace. Going to be, again, clearing this up while Baba is getting their go mode item at 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 25 seconds. Houston Baba is...
ladies and
go mode.
gentlemen, at 1 hour, 19 minutes, and approximately 30 seconds, Houston Baba has entered. Go mode. There we go. And chat calling for a god mire. You know that when you're in go mode, it's never a god
Never.
mire.
No. That just doesn't happen.
No, it just didn't happen.
I say hoping the seed will prove me wrong.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'd all love to see it, but we know it's not going to happen. It's almost a god mire. It's an oh god mire. All right, chat. Props to chat for that one. I
hate him.
appreciate that one.
It hurts.
I appreciate that one. I like it. And let's see. We're going to get a big key. I'd love to see it. Nope.
No, we have one more. It could still be here. It's still really good, Meyer, if the big key's here instead.
Sure. Unless Baba can hover, which I don't think they can. And yeah, that 20 rupee with the green rupee icon, yes, that means that was where the boots were placed according to the logic, even though we start out with them.
Or the sword. Either one.
Ah, fair point.
Boots or the sword. It was one of those two items. Let's see. Oh, you're not going to check. You're just going to go straight for the lobby chest. Okay.
Yeah, this way, if the big key is here, they don't have to worry about hitting the crystal switch.
True. Well, they hit the crystal switch already to get there. But now we'll see.
I mean, at this point, you gotta think Palmenkott is gonna just go pull ped.
Hopefully, that is the idea.
Yeah,
are we gonna have? Okay, it might not be in.
All right.
Still don't know where it is.
No, and that just confirms though that that chest turn there confirms that the 2 or 3 times during this seed that Baba has apparently forgotten to open a chest. It's just because they were trying to be swag and chest turn.
Oh, but Palmenkott is coming back in here to do. Yep, the item. Go pull ped. Come on, Palmenkott. You got this. Go right to ped. You got all this. You got them all.
Pull it. Pull it.
Up to 3. Yes. Yes.
Pull it. Pull it now.
Palmenkott's gotta feel behind at this point.
Yeah. And honestly, I think Baba feels like they're behind as well. Just the way this.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that double dip into ice hurts a little, but they didn't spend too much time in there, and it did give them the knowledge.
Sure.
So maybe they feel okay. And there's our big key. And Palmenkott at 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 46 seconds is in go mode.
And there we have it. So after this,
They are Meyer, like 2/3 of Meyer behind at this point.
yeah, indeed. And
I mean,
Bob is just going to make both our runners actually are going to make very quick work out of Vitreous with the silver arrows.
like, oh yeah, like this is not over. This race is not over. This could come down to GT routing still.
Exactly. And it'd be interesting to see if Palmenkott decides not to go up to vanilla big key chest, because Houston Baba did. They went all the way up and checked the vanilla big key chest in Meyer after the cutscene. If Palmenkott decides not to do that, that's going to save them a good
It could
30 seconds.
Yeah, if they choose to do the right side first. Let's see how Meyer 2's going. Meyer 2's going pretty good. That was a decent Meyer 2.
Chad asking, was it a no God Meyer? Only the way Baba routed it.
Yeah. Last possible check was their big key.
Yeah. And there we are, crystal number 6 for our runner Houston Baba. Palmenkott not far behind. Again,
Wow.
like you said, Kona, this could in fact come down to GT routing.
Come on, Palmenkott, skip cutscene chest. You know you want to.
You know you want to. All of the viewers want you to.
Yes.
And yep, there they go.
Come on, but go all the way. Just keep going right. Don't go back.
Let's see what happens.
Or if you do, go look at that compass chest. See it's a compass, and then skip it. Because if that chest is a key, you know guaranteed that the big key is in cutscene chest due to the way key
Right.
logic works. But if it's
Exactly.
not, it could still be there, but it could be somewhere else as well. And there's 2 other places it could be, so the chances are it's not here. Come on, skip cutscene.
All
Skip
right,
cutscene.
Palmenkott,
Go right.
what
Go
you
right.
doing?
Go right. Go right. Go right. Go right. No. 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 Oh.
Meanwhile, Bob opening up the Turtle Rock. At this point, it's likely going to take a significant mistake on Baba's part for Palmenkott to have a chance here. And that's really disappointing, because there were times when these runners were literally seconds behind each other. Oh, and there's our Bugnet and Turtle Rock.
Good old Swagnet.
Chat pointing out that, remember, no race is safe from a surprise blackout. Okay. All right, that's fair. You lose electricity during the race. All right, fine. That's what we have uninterruptible power supplies for. Except I don't have any UPSs now, because I didn't realize before I moved over to Germany from the United States that all of my UPSs were 120 volt.
Yeah. Nope. They have a different power grid. It's not compatible.
Well, yeah, but every other piece of computer equipment I have is dual voltage. Why weren't the UPSs?
Just to spite you.
Took it for granted. It's like, oh, it's a piece of electronics equipment, you know, computer related. Of course it's going to be dual voltage, right? Yeah, no. At any rate. Oh, Baba gets hit by the chomps, but then realizes they have red mail, so they don't really care.
And 15 hearts.
Right.
A lot. They're very healthy. They made sure and they ate all their spinach this seed.
I fights to the finish because I eats me spinach. That's right.
Nice. Spooky Mire.
I was about to say, I didn't even notice that Palmenkott had set up spooky action, and then I see it happen.
Houston also... Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Nice. Houston also did it. They also set it up and successfully executed Spooky Mire.
Let's see. Yes, Baba is going to take the chance here and skip the big chest.
They have one key. They
Right.
need one more to be safe. Let's hope it's on Laser Bridge or here.
Yes. Then the odds are that it will not have been in the big chest, but it is possible that one small key is sitting there in the big chest and they'll have to come all the way back. Highly unlikely, but still possible. Meanwhile, Palmenkott takes out the Viddy, the eyeball monster, and will be certainly heading up the mountain here. But Baba, an entire Turtle Rock almost ahead. We'll see what happens with this laser bridge. If there's no key on this laser bridge, we got Baba has problems.
This could be a chime for Palmenkott to make up some get some time back.
Indeed. There's the map. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
we're
there
good.
it is. There it is.
Good. Nail biter there.
I was like Baba a little bit concerned about the number of hearts they had before going into Trinex. With red mail, I think they'd probably be fine, but it's never wrong to refill your health, you know?
Yeah.
Going for the quick kill here. Didn't quite get the switch to Fire Rod in time, and there is now lag on the floor.
Oof. And Houston Baba almost exactly a full Turtle Rock clear ahead at this point.
Yeah, pretty much a full Turtle Rock ahead. Now, I don't imagine that... Well, no, it's not I don't imagine. Once Houston Baba finds that big key in Ganon's tower, there's going to be no chance he checks anything else. But speaking...
Oh, no. There's nothing there. Yeah, there's no reason to check anything else.
Yeah, but speaking of Ganon's tower, ladies and gentlemen, there are 22 chests in Ganon's tower in which the big key could possibly be. Put your guesses in the chat right now. Whoever gets the number closest without going over, because we use Price is Right rules when I'm doing commentary, will win. What will they win? Here, Kona Tyron, what will they win?
They will win some nice fancy internet points.
Ah, yes.
Absolutely nothing and don't matter.
Exactly. So
you will have them.
No one can guess 13 other than me, because that's always my guess. So
that's
if it's 13,
too late. I've already put it in chat. You're too late.
It's always my guess. But we will see.
Let's look through chat here. No. No. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't see your guess in chat.
Yeah, except Spy Weaver beat you to it. Spy Weaver had 13 in before you did.
Oh, he did. Gosh darn it.
I did not know if we have the bot
No, there is no
I
bot
don't
this
believe.
season,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. But I mean, you win your fancy internet points and bragging rights, I suppose. All right, so Baba opting to go full right.
We'll
No dark magician
see.
strats or anything, just straight up right side. I take that back. It's not full right, but
All the way to the good old compass room here.
indeed.
Getting that mirror ready.
An upgrade for the shield. That's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, make sure not to forget to grab this key.
No, that has
And
been
then
the
go
ruin
back.
of many a poor boy.
Meanwhile, Palmenkott also choosing to steal the key. This is the correct decision here.
Yes. And there's the big key on the
Oh,
torch.
oh. So that puts
And
it, what, 4, 5, 6,
and
7?
good decision here from
Grab that
Baba to
second key.
go ahead and grab that, but why are they walking up whatever. It's fine.
Mm.
It's fine. Yeah, 7 has it. Lucky number 7 finally wins for once, even though it's not really that lucky. So the first person to pick 7 in the chat was I believe that's Ian Cat or Land Cat. I don't know which one because fonts. But congratulations, you win 7 internet points, Kono?
I don't know how the bot used to work. You earned an undisclosed amount of internet points that are useless and don't do anything. Congratulations.
Exactly. There we go. Land Cat. There we go. Okay. Fonts are confusing, Land Cat, so I apologize. Of course, many fonts used to use the same character for both the number 1 and the lowercase l. So there
And
you
the
have it.
uppercase I.
Indeed.
Those were the worst fonts.
Back in my day, Sonny, they were called typewriters.
Palmenkott grabbing their small key and heading to the back to finish up that Trinex. While Baba here is in the middle of the gauntlet.
A little bit of trouble with the horse heads there in that room. This room should be significantly easier. A little bit of a juke there from one of them, but they're getting through.
Choosing to go for the front part. Are they going to get the switch? They do get the switch before the explosion gets off, and they manage to successfully stop the terrible, terrible ice lag.
Yeah, the Landmos there were giving Baba a bunch of head fakes, but ultimately Baba managed to take him down. There is something just so satisfying when you finally learn how to do that Wizrobe room that Baba just went through, the second Wizrobe room.
As I like to call them, satisfying Wizrobe room number 1 and 2.
Yes, but number 2 I think is more satisfying than number 1 when you get it in one shot. Using the swag bonk strats there, and Baba. See, when Baba grabbed that second key down on the bottom floor, I said that was smart because it means he didn't have to bother with those mini Helmosaurs because they can juke you depending on when they decide to change direction.
Oh,
so
yeah, if you can go up with 2 keys because you have an easy pot key to pick up or something, you just do it.
Right.
It's worth the extra few seconds it takes if it's in a easily accessible location like that.
So let's see
Let's
if
see.
Palmenkott. So Palmenkott's
Ooh,
gonna go
they're gonna
left
get up.
now.
They're gonna see that key. Hopefully, grab that second key because they already have one.
Yep. Let's see. Yep. No.
No.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. But
It isn't.
nicely done there. So that's going to make up some time for Palmenkott here. But I mean, barring a miracle, this race is pretty much over. I hate to say that, but I have to be a realist here and have to be an honest broker of what's going on here. So. But not.
Oh.
I mean, this is a well-played race by both runners here. They both made good decisions. I don't think either one of them ever did something that was completely questionable. Go ahead.
Forgetting the key and bomber down.
Okay, that's fair. But I think that's more of an execution error than.
Yeah, that could also be true. Yeah, routing wise, I don't blame either of them for the choices they made. They all made sense. I agree.
But yes, the forgetting the key was well, that was a thing. It was a thing that happened. So this Ganon fight should be completely and utterly academic for Houston Baba here. Red mail, 16 hearts, butter sword, silver arrows, half magic. Come on. We're already in phase 3 Ganon here. I've always wondered, how does this platform stay up?
Because there's only 2 dimensions, you can't see it. There's actually chains from like the. I don't know. Because we get to see underneath it, but you don't ever get to see above it.
Right.
Ooh, almost there. That was a good chance for a triple, but missed the shot.
Well, he only needed 2 more hits.
Oh, so. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, that is an unfortunate fall.
Oh God.
He's gotta be feeling real bad right now.
Absolutely, but this is why you continue to play till the end, man. Get that fairy. Get that there you go, Baba. Get that fairy.
Meanwhile, Palmenkott there, missing that final whiz rope. Oof.
So just about 2 more of those, and Palmenkott could win this one.
Yeah.
Palmenkott, you need to light the. Oh no, Palmenkott.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot to light the first torch. Oh, you hate to see that kind of stuff happen.
It is. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, but this is what happens when you're in a tournament race against quality competition, and you've made a couple of errors. Like, when those nerves set in, it can affect the rest of your execution because you feel that you're behind. You know that your opponent is an excellent runner of this game, and you feel like you cannot possibly make any other mistakes.
Oh, and unfortunately missed it. That bumble wall there can be a little annoying to hit sometimes.
Yes, it can. Nice triple there on Ganon, and then there is silver arrow number 4. GG's to Houston Baba. Once Houston Baba passes through, we'll be able to give you the official time. Or as Estolia always says to me, GG, don't fall at this point. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this race is Houston Baba, who finishes with an official time on racetime.gg of 1 hour, 43 minutes, 41 seconds, bringing the victory home to their team, Missing Two Bows. Very nicely done by Baba, and just more fortuitous routing for Houston Baba turned out to be the difference maker in this race.
Oh yeah, that getting that book early, just afterwards, definitely saved him probably the time that it was going to take Palmenkott to get up and beat Ganon as well. So just slightly, I'm not gonna say better routing, but luckier routing.
Right, and that's the thing about this being a randomizer, right? Is that there can be multiple quote unquote correct answers, but really only one of them is the right answer.
This is true.
But again, well played by both racers. Obviously, there were some significant execution errors that we thought could be significant that ended up being like forgetting to pick up that key in Swamp Palace. Things of that nature. But overall, no real major blunders here that we could say, oh man, because this person didn't make this check or isolated this check, that didn't occur here.
No, definitely a very good showing from both runners for this particular match, and it looks like Houston unfortunately declining an interview. They will be heading out. But we will hopefully get Palmenkott in once they are done here. Should be very shortly.
It absolutely should be. This isn't going to, barring a fall like Baba did. That's one of the things you hate to see happen as a runner fall on Ganon.
Oh, it is. As I said, the first two phases of Ganon are designed to kill you. The second two are designed to make you fall off.
Right. That's a fair. Yeah, it's definitely a fair assessment.
Luckily, you can make phase 3 here, the jumping, teleporting, quite a bit easier. As long as you just hit Ganon before he gets that fire bat out, then it won't spawn at all.
Sure.
Which makes phase 3 probably the easiest phase, but you can't really avoid the fire bat on the 4th phase. Oh, almost missed barely missed the triple, but does a very nice job. Very clean Ganon fight. GG's in chat for Palmenkott as they walk across the 1x3 bridge. They will have their official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 8 seconds.
One thing I have always said is, particularly when I'm racing against quality competition, as long as I'm in Ganon's tower, by the time they finish, I feel like I ran a decent race.
Oh yeah, no, and there definitely was a very different race. But we are, in fact, joined by Palmenkott. I hope I've been saying that name right.
It is absolutely correct. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, GG.
What a race. Thank you.
That was a... I mean, obviously, we have another room. Ped Seed. Chat loves it. We love it. You guys maybe not so much, but it makes for a good show.
It absolutely makes for a good show, right?
Oh.
It did. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think probably what came down to making a significant difference in this race was the fact that your opponent dipped Ice Palace much earlier than you did and found the book.
Right.
And Houston Baba checked, found out it was a Ped Seed, and then and because Ether was go mode for both of you, Houston Baba had that information before you did and was able to just power through the rest of the seed, knowing where his go mode item was.
Yeah, they ended up Ice Palace before going to Pod, so they had the book when they got Fire Rod and went over to Skull Wood, so they were able to check Ped.
Of course. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You guys were neck and neck killing Cold Star. You guys were literally killing Cold Star at the exact same time. The only difference being Baba knew that it was a ped seed and you did not.
Right. Of course, that makes
And-
a difference.
Yeah, that's pretty much where the difference came there. Yeah, it was just down to that knowledge, slightly different routing. Neither option that either of you guys chose was incorrect. Like going to pod over Ice Palace is a good choice. There's more checks there. It was green pendant. It made sense to go there, but it led you on I'm not gonna say a wild goose chase, but just a different path that unfortunately gave you less information later on in the season.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was absolutely happy with like how I routed things. I think that I made pretty good routing decisions. What I was less happy with was the little mind derps that I did there for getting that key there, and like just one of the torches not being lit in the GT climb, like those small nagging things, especially when the race actually came down to be pretty tight. Those things are absolutely on your mind when that happens. But I was so afraid going up against Baba. I know that he has been running way longer than I, so I am absolutely humbled to be this close to him. So I'm absolutely happy with this time here.
Oh yeah, it was an amazing showing all around, and you did a really good job.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, and that was, you mentioned that you knew your competition and you knew how good they were, and I based on the way that this particular race turned out, not the end result, but the way everything evolved during the race, I had to feel, and I bet if we asked Baba if they were available, I bet both of you felt that you were behind for a significant portion of the race.
Yeah, surely.
So, and that ends up, and you mentioned that error you made in Ganon's tower with the torches. What I was saying, what I said during commentary at that point was that when you're at that point, when you know how good your competition is, and you're trying to speed through as fast as possible. Many times that's what leads to little mistakes like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is just about going to do it for this particular series in the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past Randomizer Open League for Season 4. Again, GG's to both of our runners. We'd like to remind you that if you enjoyed what you saw here today, and how could you not, to follow our runners here, Houston Baba and Palmenkott, here on Twitch. Also, make sure you keep your eyes peeled and your ears tuned and your web browsers pointed to all of the Link to the Past Randomizer League channels and the Speed Gaming family of channels for all of your Link to the Past Randomizer League action going on. But ladies and gentlemen, I have been Phantom Ryu. It has been an honor to present this with you. Shout outs, of course, to my co-commentator, Kono Tyron, and of course our tracker Plasma Snake, the unsung hero of every randomizer broadcast, is the tracker, and of course to Tail, our restreamer as well, for helping us out here today. I am signing off. I will leave the last word to my co-commentator and our runner Palmenkott. Thank you, everyone, and see you next mission.
I say thank you so much for being on here. Thank you so much for the whole Restream team putting this on. Och heja Sverige!